Welcome to Historic Horizons. Herring Girls, Isle of Man. 1890 women known as herring girls worked tirelessly in the fishing industry. After long days of fishing, they often washed their clothes by the shore, which was a significant part of the local economy on the Isle of Man. Sailboat on Norfolk Broads. 1886, the Norfolk Broads were a popular destination for leisure boating. In the late 19th century, small sailboats like this one glided across the calm waters, offering a serene escape from urban life. Farm labourer in Whitby. 1890, farm labourers, like the one pictured in Whitby, would often work long hours in the fields. This photograph shows a moment of rest, with the labourer checking his watch at dinner time, reflecting the hard work and routine of rural life. Flood refugees. Lambeth, London, 1877. In 1877, the annual Thames floods devastated many areas. This image shows a couple with their baby standing outside a rag shop as they sought refuge during the flood, highlighting the hardships faced by London's poorest residents. Studio portrait. 1895, studio portraits became popular during the Victorian era. This one features a woman posing provocatively, capturing the boldness of the time and the growing influence of photography in artistic expression. Whitechapel, slum. London, 1888, Whitechapel, known for its slums and poor living conditions, was the site of the Jack the Ripper murders in 1888. This photograph captures the tense atmosphere of the time, where danger lurked in the shadows of ordinary streets. Barefoot girl in Liverpool. 1880, a barefoot girl crosses the street in Liverpool, dressed in rags. This image reflects the poverty and tough conditions many children in urban areas faced during the Victorian era, highlighting the social issues of the time. Bathers at Margate Beach. 1910, Margate Beach, a popular tourist destination, saw a rise in coastal tourism during the Edwardian era. This photograph shows bathers enjoying the sun, a pastime that marked the beginning of the golden age of seaside holidays in Britain. Newspaper seller, Ludgate Circus. 1890, the image of a tired newspaper seller in Ludgate Circus captures the hustle and bustle of London's streets. Newspaper selling was a common job for those from lower income backgrounds, reflecting the challenges of urban life. London policeman. 1902, a London policeman uses a lantern to inspect a man sleeping on the street. This photograph highlights the role of law enforcement in maintaining order during a time when poverty was widespread and homelessness was a visible issue. Novelty goods vendor. London, 1877, in the busy streets of London, a mother browses while a vendor displays novelty goods. This scene highlights the diversity of street vendors in Victorian London, who brought an array of products to the urban population. Countess of Clancarty. 1880, the Countess of Clancarty, known by her stage name Belle Bilton, was a famous singer and actress. This image, taken for a postcard, reflects the complex relationships between fame, theatre, and aristocracy in the late Victorian period. Retired fisherman. Whitby, 1880A. Retired fisherman stands outside his home in Whitby, his posture and expression telling the story of a life spent at sea. This photograph offers a glimpse into the quieter moments of a once busy maritime community. Fishing family in Whitby. 1890, a family of fishermen gathers on the Whitby dock, watching over a baby in a basket. This tender moment showcases the close-knit nature of families in fishing communities, where work and family life were deeply intertwined. Woman in Kensington, London. 1906, this photograph captures a woman walking through the elegant streets of Kensington in Edwardian London. The image reflects the growing sophistication of fashion and public life during the early 20th century. Henry Freeman, lifeboatman. 1890. Henry Freeman, a lifeboatman from Whitby, was the sole survivor of a tragic lifeboat accident. This image, showing him in a cork life jacket, commemorates his bravery and the heroic efforts of lifeboat crews during dangerous rescues. Jane Forbes. 1905. Jane Forbes was arrested for theft in 1905, and like many women accused of crimes during the Edwardian era, she was photographed for police records. This practice reflected the moral strictness of the time, with criminal portraits often displayed publicly. Ships at Whitby Port. 1880. Whitby Port was an important maritime hub, bustling with ships coming and going. This photograph showcases the busy docks, with large ships docked and the coastal town visible in the background, underlining Whitby's significance as a trading port. Polly Swallow, Whitby. 1880. Polly Swallow, a fisherwoman from Whitby, is pictured holding a fishing net. This image reflects the vital role of women in the fishing industry and the hardworking, resilient communities along the Yorkshire coast. Young fisher girls, Whitby. 1890. This photograph features 3 young fisher girls carrying straw baskets and watching a boy carve wood. It reflects the traditional lifestyle of children in fishing communities, where they helped with chores while also learning the family trade. Connie Gilchrist. 1880. Connie Gilchrist, a dancer and singer, posed for this photograph while portraying a character at the Gaiety Theatre. The image highlights the glamour and theatricality of the time, reflecting the importance of stage performances in Victorian society. Fisherman polishing telescope. 1887. A fisherman is seen carefully polishing his telescope in the backyard of his London home. Meanwhile, his wife is focused on crocheting in the background, capturing a quiet moment of domestic life in Victorian London. Whitby Docks. 1910. 2 men in bowler hats stand at the Whitby Docks, showcasing a symbol of social status in Edwardian Britain. This photograph reflects the growing importance of fashion and respectability in the working and middle classes during the early 20th century. Woman and fisherman, Whitby. 1889. A woman and 2 fishermen chat by the seaside in Whitby, most likely discussing their day's work. This photograph illustrates the strong bond between community members in fishing villages, where daily conversations shaped the rhythm of life. High society women in Hyde Park, London. 1905. The photograph shows a group of women strolling through Hyde Park in their Edwardian finery. Their long, sophisticated dresses and ornate parasols symbolize the elegance and growing independence of women in the early 20th century. Street photographer, Clapham Common. 1877. In 1877, street photographer John Thompson captured the everyday lives of urban workers. This image, part of a project on London's working class, showcases the ordinary lives of people, bringing their stories to the forefront of public consciousness. Eviction in London slums. 1901. In the slums of London, families were frequently evicted and forced to move from one place to another. This photograph captures one such family carrying their belongings, highlighting the precarious lives of the poor in Victorian and Edwardian London. Mother and daughter gathering firewood. 1857, a mother and daughter are pictured gathering firewood in the rural English countryside. This image reflects the simplicity of rural life during the Victorian era, where people were self-sufficient and connected to the land. Winston Churchill, 1895A. Young Winston Churchill, dressed in the uniform of the 4th Queen's Own Hussars, is pictured in 1895. Churchill would later go on to become one of the most significant leaders of the 20th century, especially during World War II. Women with long hair. 1890, in the Victorian era, long hair was a symbol of femininity and status. This photograph shows a woman with long, well-maintained hair, reflecting the strict beauty standards of the time that emphasized grace and virtue. Queen Victoria, 1860. A portrait of Queen Victoria taken around 1860, showcasing her at the height of her reign. Queen Victoria's long reign had a profound impact on British society, politics, and the expansion of the British Empire. Milkmaid and farmhand in North Yorkshire. 1890, a milkmaid and farmhand exchange a conversation in rural North Yorkshire. This simple scene depicts the slow pace of life in the countryside, where farm work and community interactions were essential elements of daily living. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to leave a like to support our work and share your thoughts in the comments.